I wanted to thank the representative workforce workers for their fierce sense of justice. There's a bear claw hanging from that eagle feather. And the guy that, there's a clan, for some First Nations, the Bear Clan is, they've got the job of justice. And so that social justice thing, and that's earth in that thing, okay? That's the down-to-earth work that we honor our representative workforce workers for doing, and that we challenge ourselves to do as well. So justice, vision, and work. The bear claw, the guy who gave it to me said that he sure hated to shoot that bear, but the bear had a hold of his sleeping bag and was pulling him out of the tent, so he thought he had to do something, okay? So that's first thing I want to do is thank you. Then I want to say this business about closing down representative workforce is, it's hard times. Okay, it's, I think about it, and what I could think of is, what do we do now? What's the next step? That kind of stuff. And so I fell back on some of the old stuff, and I said, in hard times we need seed wisdom, okay? And we're not hothouse flowers, you know. Human beings aren't hothouse flowers. We've been through pretty rough experiences, most of us. And certainly our ancestors have been through rough experiences. If you talk to those English people and French people, they got the crap beat out of them by the Romans. Everybody's been through rough experience, okay? And for Aboriginal people, the last few hundred years, there's some bright spots, and we're thankful for those. But we're not hothouse flowers. In fact, some people think we are weeds. I put that down, and I like weeds, okay? Because you stomp them down, they pop right back up. So I kind of like weeds. And when I was a little kid, the vegetables, the greens that we had were weeds. That's what I ate. And, you know, wild foods. It's in the delicatessen in these high-priced natural food groceries nowadays, some of that stuff. Even some of the best stuff's not there yet. Protect what is important. That's what seeds do, okay? If they need a shell, they have a shell, okay? But they keep that life force alive inside, okay? The best. They keep what matters. They protect what's important. And I say seeds never give up. Because when the time is right, they'll push up through concrete. Okay, little by little, they'll push up through the concrete. And I was thinking, okay, we got lots to learn from the seeds, just like those old people told me. Where does human wisdom come from? Because I started thinking, yeah, okay, what's our human wisdom? And I don't know what it is right now. But I've got an idea of where it comes from because of what I heard is that human wisdom comes from our mind opening to what is, to the reality of lived experience, the way things really are, heart opening to other people, our will opening to action, our spirit opening to, and I didn't know what to put there. I put creativity, okay? Because I did, you know, the way I was taught, spirit opening to great mystery. Okay? But it's the closest thing in English, but spirit opening to creativity. And one time I had to the creative energy of life. Okay, that's what I had there once. Okay, questions for the break. First question is, what's the right question? You know, how the hell do I know, right? I wish I knew the very best question, okay? These are things that came to my mind, okay? And I kind of like the last one, you know, that's the one that came to my mind first. What might the next step look like, okay? We've had some representative workforce initiatives that have made progress, that I think we're working, that going in the right direction. People learning by negotiating these agreements. I talked to an employer. I was trying to raise money for that building. I went to this big corporation in Regina and said, you know, and they didn't give us a dime, okay? But the guy was so proud of his agreement. And the Aboriginal employees, that as he said, we never would have hired without that agreement, okay? So, all right, what's the next step going to look like? We don't just give up, okay? We can't give up. Larry says it's immoral for us to give up. So the question is, who are you really? What is it about you that brings you here today? And the reason that I brought that up for the break time is that, you know, we really do need each other to work together. And we need to know each other a little bit in order to work well together. And what we work on are the things that we're passionate about, that we care about, that have some connection to who we are. So that's why I thought of that question. Another question I thought of, now is the right thing for something, okay? Right now is the right time to do something. And my problem is sometimes I just don't know what that is. Okay? And so right now is the right time to do something for fairness and justice in Saskatchewan workplaces and Saskatchewan workforce. And I don't know what it is, but I bet somebody here has some ideas, okay? And there's more than one idea. And I think if we can get them on the table, okay. So what can a few of us who care do now? That's part of that same question. Now's the right time for something. What can a few of us who care do right now? And then this other one, which I kind of like, I don't know what it means exactly. What's the driving force behind representative workforce? Okay? And I heard two words today that seem really important, what went before, workforce and workplace. And I think they're both really important. Okay? And that's the representative workforce for a representative workplace, or a representative workplace for a representative workforce. What's the force behind what's the driving force? What is it that we care about that makes us care about this? And whatever that is, if it's justice or fairness or pure economic benefit to the society that we live in, or if it's whatever it is, what does that force want from us now? But anyway, it's all different ways, I think, of asking what might the next step look like, except for that piece about if a few of us are caring about it and trying to do something about it, who are we? And how come do we care about it, I guess? So that's the questions. And my thought is, okay, we take a break, and Larry's going to set up, I don't know what.
Okay. Let's take 20 minutes, say 20 after 3. There's coffee and juice, and I think we have some muffins or something, all out here in the foyer area with little tables. So let's come back in 20 minutes, and your homework is to report back what answers you've come up with.
What question you answered.
Or what questions you've come up with. Okay, 20 minutes.